Happy Organised August. It's a daily talk show, episode 411.
What's going on, guys? How are we?
Clap it in, actually. I think that deserves some form of clap.
I mean, we're also clapping because it's horses' birthdays today. They all have their birthday on the same day, and that's August 1. If that's not fucking being organised across the horses...
What do you reckon Jeff Jowett's doing today to celebrate?
Oh, mate, he would have gone to the local ice cream shop and got a horse cake.
You fucking... he loves it.
He loves horses.
Yeah.
And he'll also be... That sort of horse lover will be on the show next week.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I just need to say, Mr. 97, when we're asking you to pull shit up, you need to close the loop, because yesterday we seemed like dummies when we were talking about 420, and I was like, oh, maybe it's the time that people like knock off school and go and smoke weed.
Well, did someone have a go at you?
No, because I asked him, I was like, mate, did you find out that? He's like, yeah. I was like, was that, so it must have been after the show that you found it out. He's like, oh, no, it was during the show. I was like, and you didn't tell us, and we're over here being dummies.
Well, we got into like balustrades and all this other
yeah,
stuff.
mate. One job.
That's fine. Feel free to interrupt us anytime. We'll tell you if you're interrupting too much.
It was the date of Bob Marley's death, and it's also the number of chemical compounds in cannabis.
Which is probably what...
So you're completely off.
It was completely off. I mean...
I feel like a fucking idiot.
All I was thinking about was when I smoked weed, which was after school. And I finished, around 4.
Could you imagine if you were in your car or you're on a plane or you're listening to the show?
It's so fucking annoying.
How many people do you think we lost because they think we're fucking idiots?
And it's actually the Mr. 97, the guy with the highest fucking IQ in the room, is just letting us swim.
To be honest with you.
I'd safely say it's higher than mine and yours.
He does tests well. He tests well.
Tests well. Well, tests well. If it's an IQ test, he tests well. He'd beat us.
I wonder if that is a thing.
We'd panic. We'd absolutely panic.
Also, congratulations to 3D Dill. August. This is your month of your final month, but also the month that your book's coming out.
Oh yes, it is,
mate. You've one month and 27 days left on Australian soil.
Days. Yeah.
I mean, before you venture home, how you feeling?
Crazy. I don't know how to feel really. It's like I don't want it to end, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to going home.
Yeah.
Mainly just to see my family and stuff, but
we're a family, aren't we?
Yeah, we're
family.
So you didn't give birth to me though, so it's a little different.
Well, that's what it's
when about. I was driving you to the hospital, I felt exactly the same as when I was driving Amy to give birth to Bodhi. Very same vibes,
but
all for content.
Definitely.
How's Organised August going for you, buddy?
Very good, actually. The energy has been amazing. I know the annoying thing is that Instagram's removed in Australia the like counter.
That's for other people. We can find out.
Yes,
so
but everyone else doesn't know how successful Organised August is being.
I see.
So I'm one of those influencers that wants to be able to show how many people are liking it. But it was one of our top posts ever, Organised August.
Was it?
Wow.
The list last night.
Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, it's only, Thursday? We've still got 3 shows to go, but I'd happily give you Post of the Week.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Post of the Week. Clap it in, boys.
It's
a new thing. It's a new thing. We clap a lot on this show.
No, I think it's good. I like it. But there's a lot of admin being organised.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to get organised with that 3D Dill had been on my back about, the only thing that was slowing down the publishing of his book.
When he says on your back, you put your hand up for the forward of this book.
Yeah. But this is my whole life. Is I put my hand up for shit, and then people calling me out's not even the right word. They ask me, "Why is your hand in your fucking pocket?" Anyway,
because it's cold. I'm pretty cold this morning in this office,
and so so he's on the back in the sense of he asked, "Hey, have you done the forward for my book?"
Yeah, no, that's okay. I mean, we've come into. Have you eaten breakfast this morning?
No.
Yeah, I can tell.
Why? Why?
Just your. I just know you, baby.
No, what do you mean?
I just know my baby when he hasn't eaten.
Can you really tell? I think that's just
100%.
a weird fucking flex.
No.
Because I came in early. I didn't have time to fucking have breakfast.
I have said, remember how I was like, I don't like you fasting? I sound like a fucking your misso who's just like telling you.
What do you mean? What's different?
Telling you it's just in your energy. Just a little bit in your mood.
I've only had black coffee.
Yeah. But I think you've been productive, which is the motivation. It's the first day of August. It's fucking
Do you think
high.
I'm in a mood, Mr. 97?
I didn't notice one when I came in.
I mean, you're
To
pretty
be fair, I had AirPods in and I wasn't really paying attention, so.
and slightly on the spectrum as well, so you wouldn't necessarily notice.
Yeah.
It's true though. Do you know, I did this, what I thought was a very funny post
Yeah.
on Instagram. Did you see this or no?
This morning.
Just before when
Yeah.
you were treating our feed like it's a personal garbage yard for your posts.
Yeah, well, I did something what I thought was quite funny. I'll read it to you.
You've won worst post of the week, but also best post of the week.
So Bree had texted and said, FYI, the orange juice needs to be used by today,
I mean, how old is this thing? When
The
did you
orange
buy
juice.
it? Yeah, when did you buy it?
Sunday.
Nah, mate, you
It's
could push.
fresh.
Yeah, but you could push it a week, 2
So
weeks.
I'm not really consuming that stuff.
Yeah,
at
it's
the moment.
annoying when you buy shit in the weekend because you're in that naughty mode.
Yeah.
And then it gets to weekdays and you're like, oh.
I really don't want to have it. Anyway, so I did this post. I screen grabbed it and I
Yeah.
said, it's Organised August. There's a lot of noise in this world. Whilst today's non-negotiable is cleaning out your wallet, you might be hit with unexpected things you need to organise,
Yeah.
like finishing the orange juice before it goes off. In this moment, take a deep breath and say, I am organised. Write it down and drink the juice when you get home. Good luck, everyone, on day one. # Organised August.
Yeah.
So could I just point out, is he or is he not drinking the juice?
That was his
Well-
main concern. So are you drinking the juice?
Oh, no, it's because the other promise about quitting sugar. That's what
Yeah.
Mason's holding you accountable for every other promise that you put forward.
But that's-
This is the problem with
Yeah,
these
but-
kids.
but this is
They're
the
trying
thing.
to make you live your best life, and it's just stressful, to be honest. You're encouraging him to go to the gym. You're saying,
But my point was, I was just like, put that shit aside. Like, that's not the joke. So he's like, so you are drinking the orange juice. So he completely missed the point. So anyway, we've got all the details on Mr. 97's hair, which is happening on the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Which we'll talk about near the end.
Yeah. I mean, what about some emails? Some lovely ones coming through. I mean, they can filter into the hair stuff because there's a lot relating
definitely.
to the hair.
Yeah, Ben's been on the email.
Coco.
So
Yeah.
we'll get to that. I went last night to a house inspection, and hopefully we'll be moving to the burbs very soon.
I mean, you were very bold.
Was I? Why?
I mean, you were extremely confident. So can we talk numbers? Can we talk about where it's all sort of progressed down to?
Oh,
or no?
yeah.
So this place started at 675
Yeah,
a week.
which is way outside of our budget.
Yeah.
Don't think that we're trying to.
And so you'd budgeted what, like 600?
600 was our ceiling.
Yeah. And so you went and checked out the place. It'd gone down to 620.
Yeah, and we're talking weekly. If you're overseas, a lot of
Yeah.
people in overseas they talk monthly
Yeah,
payments.
true.
We just look at the weekly payments here. Dill, you talk
I
monthly.
pay monthly.
How much you pay monthly?
For the basement and the room that I have is $550 now.
Well,
Okay,
interestingly,
that's a motherfucking
yeah.
hell. You're making me feel bad. I get a house though.
Keep in mind, it's one room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found a photo actually that I'll show you guys later.
Oh, great.
It's pretty depressing.
I can poo in 3 spots in this place.
And they're all
if you-
toilets?
Oh, no, that's not toilet.
It's just 3 rooms. You describe in 3 rooms?
Bodie poos in every room.
Yeah. Do you reckon
Yes.
that's a flex he's doing at daycare?
Just
I can shit in 7 different rooms at my place.
yeah.
And so now what I thought was bold was you checked it out, but then you were so confident. You're like, man, I think we're going to get it. And you said I offered them 600 a week.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how they asked for 620?
Came
You
down
say-
came down from
675
to 650.
yeah, to 620.
It's a 620.
So it's on 620. And then you're walking with a level of bravado. Goes, man,
Yeah.
I think I got it. And I'm offering 600. What makes you think that they'll do it?
How long a listing's been on for? The fact it goes down in price should be, I mean, to me, that's warning signs. Anything starts being reduced in cost, it's like there's a reason, right? And so it seems.
It's just asbestos through the whole thing.
Yeah. And so that's where I'm like, okay, why is this? And I primed with a bunch of questions. So I didn't just lead in with 600, take it or leave it.
So how did you say
asked
it?
the questions, why hadn't it been filled? Why it's gone down in price? I looked at it and so I was like, would I be willing to not get this?
Mhm.
And I asked a few questions, and so I was we were vibing with the real estate agent.
And so what did the real estate agent actually say when you suggested 600?
Yeah, so I mean, they are trying to get the property to the best person for the right price, and so I felt like there was enough. She said that she had asked the owner to bring it down so that we could get more interest. Because what it was at, like properties fluctuate, right?
Sure.
And
it's a student market there, so they've got issues where students are coming in and doing share house operations.
Yeah, mummy and daddy's sending money. Sometimes it doesn't arrive, and so they've got a real problem.
And so they want sort of family to go in.
Knocked back 4.
Yeah.
So I already knew all of this before I said this, and I was like, okay, they're looking for a long-term tenant, and potentially we can be that long-term tenant. How about 2 years instead of the 1 year lease agreement? How about 2 years at 600?
Was Bodie with you when you inspected?
Nah.
So the kid that's going to shit in every room didn't
Bury
make
the
it a
lead.
bit, yeah.
So anyway, she said, "Oh yeah, that could be an offer." And this is the thing, right? If you offer that, it's actually saying
that could be an offer is not as strong.
I don't know if she said. She said, "Oh yeah." So you can put that forward because she just then puts it to the owner, right? It's not her making the decision. She then takes it to the owner. But if it's like, if we do 2 years, it's actually showing that if we do it, if we get that, it's saved us $1,000 a year.
Yeah.
It's sick saving. And so.
Do you think that you'll, if they were to say, oh, no, we'll do it for 620, do you reckon you actually go up? Or no?
Yeah, because I see the $1,000, if we don't like it after a year, then we can go.
So you're going to say, look, if you want it for if you want to do 620 a week, we're only going to commit to a year.
Oh, we've already submitted it and put the 2 year lease with a 600 offering, and so they'll just come back to us and they'll say, yeah, you've got it, but you can only do a year for 620, and would say yes.
Oh, that's what they're going to do.
Well, she knows that we'll take it for a year. It's like it wasn't like we're not taking it if it's not.
So how was the whole inspection anyway?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, you walk around a house. I did something where the lights were flickering. And so I start going, what's happening here?
Yeah. Minus $10.
And she's saying, oh, no, it's just started. And that's like, yeah, that's cool. My brother's an electrician. Sort that out. And so I went around to the power box. And I just, open it up. You're kind of just looking like you know what you're doing.
Definitely you. I mean, that's sort of your. And so
if you had
a specialty or a skill, it's definitely that.
I don't know what I was looking for, but I opened it up and saw that it had a switchboard, but also had a smart meter. And
do they have NBN there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really give a shit about
like?
I don't care.
You fucking kidding me?
I've got a phone that's got
inspected somewhere and you don't even know what the internet is.
I don't give a shit, mate. I'm not like you that spends $175
I actually downgraded.
Week. A month.
No,
a month.
No, I brought it down to 99.
I mean, if I can get Dodo, it doesn't matter.
You're a dum-dum if you use Dodo.
Unlimited.
Seriously,
Dodo is
literally.
If you're not in Australia, Dodo is just, it's not ideal.
I can use my phone 4G. It's good coverage. It's all good. We got literal vantage points.
You're
going to
use
CBD.
Netflix.
That's all I use at home. I don't use internet like you do at home. I don't
4G.
I don't download shit.
Yeah.
Never have in my life. I actually want my home to be a sanctuary away from fucking working with you gronks. As much as I love it.
So you were banging out my Stanley Tasmania thing and you've just built it.
Yeah, but I actually come to the office. It's all good. Anyway, so I'm taking a photo of. I'm
fucking moving to Stanley. Go on.
Go for it. Taking a photo of this power box. And then I was called out for my my fuckery.
Why?
Because I'm taking it and she's like,
what's that for?
She's like, what are you doing? And I realized that the last inspection we went to, we were sitting out the front of the car and I saw a girl going up into the inspection as well. We'd already come out. So this is another property we didn't get. But then I saw her around the side doing the same thing. She's taking a photo.
Just a sheet.
I was like, I was impressed by seeing her take a photo. I was like, I wonder what she's doing.
Yeah. It definitely.
So I just took a photo. I might post that on the Instagram account.
It keeps them honest. Don't you think? Like, if anything, like she was projecting there, she was worried that you're onto something.
This is my thinking. I take a photo, show it to my brother, and he might know something about the flickering lights.
Do you reckon he will?
But we were laughing about how...
With the property manager?
Yeah, we were laughing with her. because it was like they caught me out. It's pretty funny. Had the flash going and everything.
How many photos did you take?
I got one dark one and one.
What about of the actual place? Did you take?
I didn't take any.
Really? So you just the only photo you have of the whole thing
there's a power
is
box.
the power box.
That's the only photo I've got. I mean, they're online, and I thoroughly went through because
I like doing videos. I noticed that it's good because then you can sort of work out like
I should have done that. But I checked the water flow.
What does that
in
mean?
the bathroom, like from the shower
pressure,
head. Pressure. So
How fast it comes out.
I checked that. I checked inside the dishwasher.
For what?
I just seeing what it looked like.
Did you take a photo? No.
You know when you do shit? It's like it's like people who literally kick a tire.
Well, what else are you meant to fucking do? What are you meant to do?
Oh yeah, fucking good tire. It's like we do stupid shit when we're looking at things because you're actually. Ellen DeGeneres on her Netflix special, the comedy special, is so funny where she talks about when you try new shoes on and you do shit in the shoes while you've tried them on that you'd never do when you had the shoes, like rocking back and forth, like just like a little jog. It's like you never do that shit.
We're amateur inspectors.
We are. I think most people are, unless you're a builder or an electrician.
Yeah.
You got no business taking a photo of a power box.
How about this is a very sort of inspection-heavy show, but you know how I was talking about Bree not happy with one of the cupboards.
Yes,
the landlord ended up coming and surprising and being like, hey, I'm actually the landlord and couldn't do anything. So they're like, we're going to send someone who can actually fix it.
Yeah, and they have. Have they done that? That was a couple of weeks ago they said that.
So they said that. And then the beginning of this week, they sent out a guy, rocks up, and he's in a suit. And he's like, Bree's like, where's the toolkit or whatever? And it was like the builder. It was like the senior builder who couldn't do it. They've got that many people fucking inspecting this cupboard before they actually do anything. It is absolutely outrageous.
And what's the next action?
Well, they need to fucking get a screwdriver or something and do it. I reckon in the time that's taken them, I could have watched a YouTube video and worked it out. But I won't. Well, Organised August, maybe
you could put it on your list. Maybe you put it on the list for like back end of August. And if they have just been fucking around and haven't done it, JJ gets his hands dirty, rolls his sleeves up to use a screwdriver.
Emails. What have we got coming through, Sebs?
Well, we've got a few about my hair.
Yeah. What are they saying?
Okay. One was from Ben. He's just like, Gronks, love the show, the banter, the shit giving, great work. Mr. 97, as someone who has bleached their hair on a whim this year, here are some tips. Number one.
Tips, pun intended, do you think?
Maybe.
Do you get that joke?
He's touching his hair. He's
like tips.
Forgot that he's not being filmed.
Don't wash your hair for a week before. The dirtier, the better. It will save your scalp from burning off.
Mm-hmm.
Tip two.
It'll look shithouse for the first week and then it'll look magnificent.
Oh, fuck yeah. Tip 3.
Make sure you use purple shampoo and conditioner. Make the boss Gronks pay for it.
Yeah, it's going to cost
toning shampoo.
No, it's going to cost a bit.
Toning shampoo, it's fine.
We'll get
when growing
cheap
up,
one.
there was a time where I used it so much as a kid.
Oh, because you're shitty.
Because of my bleached hair, always needed to tone. Even after my toning, like my bleach had finished, I would still buy the toning shampoo, the purple. I was just like, oh yeah, the purple shampoo is the one that I use. And it wasn't until later that I was like, oh fuck, I don't need this anymore.
Tip 4.
Tip 4, get a proper salon to do it.
Yeah, well, we've got news on that.
Yeah, great. 5, just do it, you Gronk. And 6, ask for a pay rise.
Yeah, great. All of those.
All those. Looking forward to another 10 years of laughs and throwbacks from Josh. Keep it up, guys. You were killing it.
From Josh? I am quite nostalgic.
Throwback king.
Quite nostalgic. Any others?
Yeah, we got another one from Coco.
Yeah.
Hey team, I'm really loving the podcast. Just thought I'd let you know, Mr. 97, that the bleach will take a long time to get rid of. I bleached mine 2+ years ago and the end still shows signs of it. Obviously your hair is much shorter, but just be aware. Also, mine ended up very much like straw, so make sure you use lots of conditioner and coconut oil to keep it healthy.
You'll definitely be doing that. A lot of coconut oil.
Keep up the great work, all of you. Josh, you're hilarious. Actually, all of you are.
Oh, thanks. Luckily, we got that in
these emails.
Jeez.
Maybe I'm sending them.
Do you?
I mean, you got a beautiful email from Ian. Like mine is very much. I feel like mine are a little bit tokenistic, maybe, where it's just like we get these beautiful ones like you're going to be a great dad, all this sort of thing, and then it's like, Josh, you're a funny boy.
I was speaking with Dill Takes Photos from over in Dublin last night. Burning the midnight oil on the way home. We're just like sending video messages back to each other. Yeah, I was at the bus stop.
Yeah, because he always sends videos.
Yeah, it's lovely.
But I always feel like a creep because I'm like growing up when you had a webcam, and so you'd do a webcam and you would talk to the person, and then they would just type. Your mate didn't have a webcam, so they would type back. Right. That's what I do to him. And so, what were we talking about?
And he said that he was just referencing something that you said. Which is around the magnesium tablets.
Ah, yes.
And is just where you said that you woke up and
with an erection.
With an erection.
Because if you have too much magnesium, basically, but you were saying yesterday that you believe the penis is not a muscle.
It's not a muscle. We already know this. We've looked it up, Mr. 97. He'll pull nothing up quicker than this.
Yeah, well, just
he leaves us hanging on the 420.
He's got to find the tab.
That's a favourite.
It's right there. What is it? Muscle. It's not a muscle.
Can you look up magnesium erection then? How is
it's doing something with blood flow. It's nothing to do. It's not saying.
And so I woke up with an erection.
You woke up with an erection
from having too much
magnesium.
Magnesium.
He was just referencing something really funny. He just said that there's a lot of sort of things that could be missed because we are going so fast. The banter's so fast.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Dill.
But then he made a comment and he said that we remind him of Ricky Gervais and Carl Pilkington.
Who's the idiot?
And I said, this is why I sent the video back and I said, mate, which one am I?
And what did he say? You're Ricky.
I'm Ricky and
I'm Carl.
The big 6 foot.
That's fine. I'll take that.
Doofus.
That's all right. Every show needs a doofus.
It's good.
Like we've got 97 and Dill as well. But,
the doofuses.
Yeah, the doofuses, the three stooges. Any other emails, 97s?
I mean, there's one from Jose.
Oh, it was Jose. I can't actually remember.
So he sent us a cameo request to reenact a scene from Zoe 101.
I'd never seen this.
I'd never seen it.
Zoe
either.
101 is a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah,
I
watched a bit of it. Very much a Nickelodeon
show.
Or
Disney.
It looks like that era. Like it's fucking. What was that one on the horses?
Sleepover Club.
Something like that, yeah. In
is
Australia,
it the Sleepover Club?
No, it's not that. But it's like Drake and Josh. It's got that sort of animation, that animated. Little like American kids, hey?
Yeah.
Nickelodeon. It is Nickelodeon? Yeah. I went to Drake from Drake and Josh. I went to his house up in the Hollywood Hills one night after a party.
Fancy?
Yeah, it was like the old Hollywood style, like terracotta roof and
what does that
sort
mean?
of multi-level.
What's a terracotta
like,
roof?
like picture like Spanish homes that have those like round like tiles.
Reddish.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it just looks like this old sort of Spanish house, and it was in Las Feliz, I think, in like looking towards the Hollywood side. Yeah, around there. Anyway, beautiful home, and I walked in. I mean, it'd probably be something we'd do. The guy had every one of his Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards that he'd won, just fucking straight up on the wall, mantelpiece, big bright orange things. And I was just like, this is amazing. Next minute, he's fucking playing drums and singing for me.
Really?
I was just egging him on. He's
just for you.
Oh, well, I was there with two other people.
Okay, that's not that big though. He's doing
it's sick.
it for
I've
you.
got video of it. I was just
Really?
like secretly filming him. Like, this is fucking sick. It's Drake from Drake and Josh.
I don't know about secretly filming people at their houses.
I mean, secretly filming. I had my fucking phone like that.
Well, it's not secretly filming then.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah, he probably knew. I probably thought I was just being sly. I mean, it's not like I was fucking.
I think you should have just owned it.
Yeah, I should have just
put it out. Give him
Drake,
a release
I'm filming
form.
you.
Yeah,
Drake.
Well, I feel like that's
YouTube copyright. Can I use this, please? Please.
I just feel like it's a little bit.
I mean, but I do it all the time.
And so
I don't even think about it like I'm being hidden camera.
Great job, by the way, 97 on all the email updates.
He asked us to recreate a scene, and then I went down a bit of a rabbit hole, looked at this scene,
Watched the video.
Yeah, and then I connected the dots when he sent another email saying,
Is it related to feet again?
Yes. What was the other email he sent? He sent the one about the tickling thing.
Oh, that was on YouTube.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
Is
but
that
it's
the same bloke?
I thought you said it was the same guy.
No, I don't think it
No,
is.
I'm pretty
it's
sure-
It's so there's one from Cameo.
So he sent us
Hang
one
on.
in Cameo saying you could recreate a scene,
Yeah,
and
so
then he
there's-
sent us an email
Yeah.
saying, "Can you recreate the scene? Look at this moment." And one of the scenes is this young girl asking a young boy to put out his tongue, and she's putting a vacuum cleaner into his tongue, sucking out all the germs because he's a bit sick. Next minute, cut forward 20 minutes to the other time code that he gave us, and this kid's got his feet in, like, you remember how, like, olden days, like, slaves, had their head through like a fucking wooden thing and they're like trapped. It was like that, but his feet were through it.
Yeah.
And she had this thing that was like tickling his feet.
Fuck, this is the whole.
different-
Have you seen
different
Tickled?
person.
Have you seen?
Different
No,
username, but I reckon probably the same.
Hang on,
Same
wait, but
person.
they've both referenced that show?
Nah.
Fuck. Have you seen the documentary
referenced it, so-
Tickled?
Oh, yeah, man.
We're just fucking entering into this territory. Seriously. Jose, no way, Jose. No, I don't think we're. Fuck, that's good. Get it as a snippet. No way, Jose. How many times have you heard that? Fuck, you got me, Josh. Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but for a price, what would it be? Like,
I don't know.
fund us for a year?
Fun just for a year.
Fund this daily talk show for a year?
Yeah, we're just, at this point we're whoring ourselves out. Which we've got to. I guess we've got to do a cameo. What's
Okay.
going on now? What have you got on your screen?
They're just screen captures
Google
of the
images.
documentary.
Tickled.
Oh, he's looking at
a bit
Tickled.
weird.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
full on.
watch it. It's so bizarre. It's
very
great.
strange.
So, hair update. Some great hair suggestions. Salon being one. It was something I was concerned about. I wanted baby boy to be in the hands of someone capable.
In saying that, when you get a bit flustered, that goes out the window because you also said yes. Like, let's just fucking do it at the office.
Oh, no, but not by us, but I was saying somebody who's a professional come with their full gear. Like, you can get someone to come do a home job that's a professional. There's a bunch of traveling hairdressers,
Yeah, no, I get that.
hairstylists.
So do you want the update? Do you want to hear what's happening?
I want the update.
So Queen Gronk, Gemma Watts, she is prolific in Australia as one of the top sort of beauty writers. She's, even though she appears on our show, she's actually has a lot of credibility.
Yeah. Her reputation's so strong when she can appear on our show and not damage it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Because we are the show that damages brands. It's one of our sort of taglines.
Yeah.
But she has pulled in the most ridiculous favors. Would you call them? Yeah, favors. She has pulled all the strings within the industry. I'm fucking getting emails. Michelle and Zara have just
Release their newsletter.
got their newsletter. Check that out. You can go to their website and subscribe.
Yeah.
Shameless, great podcast. So what Gemma has organised is we're starting at King's Domain, which is a hair place.
Yeah, it's a barbershop, hairdresser.
Then we're going to go across the road to the other salon to do the colour, and the person who is doing the hair colour, right? You wanted a professional,
I wanted a professional.
and so
I won't settle for anything less.
what Gem has organised, Queen Gronk has organised, Rachel Vitullo, who is the Australian Colourist of the Year 2019.
Oh, that's safe hands.
Not 2015, not 2012, 2019.
I mean, this is the thing. You always get someone on that's, 2017 I was the winner. They lead with it.
Yeah.
This is this year.
Someone in 2000, the winner of 2002 would have been great for bleaching hair, though. I wonder when the last time Rachel would have actually done like a bleach job like this.
I mean, when you win maybe this is her first. Maybe she's won 5, but if it's her first, I feel like that's like she's in her prime this year.
Yeah, it's
Could be
huge.
another. She could be the back-to-back winner.
Yeah, and so we are going to do it on Saturday. It's going to be weekend banter. We're going to film at the salon.
Yes.
It's going to be fucking epic.
Yeah. I think we're
big
also
production.
I think the salon where we're actually going over to, the person who owns King's Domain,
Yeah,
Joey Scandizo,
yeah.
he has one of the most thriving salons. So if you're getting your hair done there, this is like the place to be.
Yeah.
This is the
King's
place to be.
Domain Barbers and Joey Scandizo Salon.
Yeah. Joey has won.
King's
Look up
Domain
Joey's,
do the cuts.
look up Joey's creds. Unbelievable. That guy's won like fucking.
You type in Joey S and his name just pops up on
yeah.
Google.
How many?
So.
Read out his awards, not to overshadow, but I mean, if she's been guided
there's a lot
by
of
him,
yeah, there's a lot of awards going
mate,
around.
we're in safe hands.
And so I think
I
like
just
the
wanna-
great thing is what I'm seeing is another fashion shoot opportunity.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And I love
can we get him a sponsorship? Can we get him? Actually,
On the
we're his
books.
agents, but can we get him work that
Yeah.
then feeds back and
so
makes
you
us a
don't want
shitload
to
of
go
cash?
you don't want to go to like
I don't want to get him on the books because it might fucking just blow his head up a bit too much. And then
Yeah.
imagine if he was on Vivian's. He's next minute. Sorry, boys, I gotta shoot. I'm jetting off to Milan. We got.
it would be so we don't
I've
want to
got-
try and get him on Vivian's.
I've got showings. I've got. I'm doing a lookbook today.
I would be all for that. I think that we need to
Tommy D. We could get my mate Tommy
Yeah.
D, who's actually over in Germany modelling at the moment. Julian Haig. He's an amazing model.
I think
actor.
that there's the opportunity for Mr. 97 to sort of, especially with the hairstyle, doing that sort of alt scene. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like sort of more.
I mean, Mixed Kit may be looking for a bleach blonde theme.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bit of
Yeah,
inside
we
joke,
could definitely
guys.
get some stock of that. I think that would be great. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, this is.
What
you're a
August?
good sport. You're a good sport, Mr. 97.
It's going to look great. You've got. I mean, one of his only prerequisites was that it was done by a professional, and we have Rachel Vitullo.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Australian Colourist of the Year 2019.
It's
Is that
unbelievable. Did you
ridiculous?
find Joey Scandizo?
Yeah, there are a lot of accolades.
Yeah,
like-
mate, read them out.
Do you
That's what I
think-
asked.
Do you think that they can work on my folliculitis as well?
Mate,
they would have a
not,
tip,
It's not a dermatologist.
but I'm sure that they'd be able to say, hey, maybe we'll do this to your hair and it'll help.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
You could just ask them for tips anyway.
Is
Tips
that
as
another
in-
pun? Read them out quickly.
Okay. Hairdresser of the Year 2018, 2012, Australian Masters Award 2012, People's Choice Award 2011, Australian Hairdresser of the Year 2011, 2010,
Kids Nickelodeon Choice Award.
Trend Vision National Winner 2010, 2007, 2003.
We're surrounded
Yeah.
by
Just-
complete experts.
Yeah.
Trend Vision Paris top 6,
Oh,
Trend
geez.
Vision
Paris.
Barcelona,
Barcelona.
You had me at Paris.
Trend Vision Berlin.
Yeah, we've got the best.
Yeah, this is great.
And we've got the 2019.
Colorist
of the
This
year.
is great. This is
Okay. Before we go, I want to read out the foreword or forward?
Forward.
Forward?
Yeah.
Why do you even pull yourself
It's
up? Forward. A forward.
Foreward.
Forward. Forward.
Forward.
For the
It's
book.
Forward.
It's
Moving forward
F-O-R-E-W-O-R-D.
has no E.
Yeah.
The foreword for a book or a movie or whatever is with an E.
Okay.
So
And so, yeah, do
this
you want to
is
explain what's going on?
the forward. Say it in Gil's accent. You get away with it.
Yeah.
You just say
Forward.
it.
Forward.
Forward. You say that in his accent. You get away with it. But this right now is the forward that Josh put his hand up, said he wanted to do. Left
What's the
it
book?
quite some
How do we
time.
explain the book? 3D deal.
Sorry, say that again?
What do you think I said?
No, I just heard like three different things.
Yeah.
I
He
heard you and Tommy
he
at the
couldn't
same time.
believe that it wasn't him saying the forward.
Yeah.
Because he thought that was him on the
He
mic.
thought it was
He's
an
like, how's
echo.
this fucking happening? These fucking headphones?
No, so
Josh asked, what is this book that he's written the foreword for?
Yeah, explain the book.
Explain the book. It's interesting. That's what it is. It's kind of like the challenges and stuff that I went through over the last 3 years. And basically, like I said before, I wrote the kind of book that I would have wanted to read 3 years ago to help me out in the place that I was in my life at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, some people may like it, some people may not. That's not really up to me to decide.
It's
It's
the best
up to
things in
them.
life. You know?
Exactly.
Free.
And
Is it free?
No, but it's also not everyone likes it. I think.
And I'm really excited that you wrote it because
Yeah, just the forward.
just the forward.
Forward.
Okay.
The how many hours was that flight, by the way, to get here?
From the moment I
Yeah.
left Toronto.
Just in, like, if I was to add up the flight from Toronto to Vancouver and Vancouver to Melbourne?
13 hour, isn't it 13 hours?
16 hours, 35 minutes from Vancouver to Melbourne, and then 4 hours, 45 from Toronto to Vancouver. So
Like 19 hours?
20 hours.
It's 20
hours?
Say
21 hours? Okay, cool.
Round up.
Yeah, always round it up.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So this is the forward. I can extend it. We can make changes, Dill.
No worries.
Here we go. Sorry.
The forward.
When I fast start, yeah.
You did it. That's the
Get a
impressive
bit
part.
burpy.
Right now, you are listening to the forward for the book.
You've
written by
never listened to a fucking audio book. That's not.
No, I'm doing my own.
Audible presents.
Fuck
Audible.
that idiot. This is not an Audible presents.
But you wouldn't say now you're about to listen to the forward.
Presents.
Just
Yeah, mate, we do it our own way here.
go do it.
You are right now about to listen to the forward for Dylan Torville's book. I'm still figuring it out.
Great. Here we go. Which one's the idiot again? Me or you?
Written by Josh Janssen.
Just the forward.
Spoken by Josh Janssen.
When a Canadian college kid emails an Australian podcast with the idea of flying 21 hours to deliver some 3D printed squeegees, you'd be fair in calling him weird and full of shit. But 6 months later, to his word, Dylan Torville arrived in Australia on Air Canada flight 2037. With a red baseball cap, Roots tracksuit pants, and clutching onto a plastic folder filled with documents for customs, we finally met 3D Dill. If you come to Australia, you'll get a nickname. And for 3D Dill, his consistent email updates on his 3D printing process secured him his name quickly. As an industrial design student, Dill was well versed in designing and 3D printing squeegees. The reason behind the squeegees is an in-depth joke on our show, and I don't have the time to get into it. Ep 14 if you're curious. But when Dill got on that plane, he wasn't just delivering some squeegees. He was embarking on one of the most challenging things he'd ever done, an overseas 4-month internship with big media company and the Daily Talk Show. Why? Because Dill sees opportunities. He has the tenacity to dream big and is steadfast in his approach. Dill built a case, how he could bring value as an intern for our business, but there was convincing he needed to do beyond us, from his teachers to his parents, and most importantly, convincing himself. He was just figuring it out, like any successful entrepreneur, athlete, or artist. He leaned into the unknown. Dill understands that figuring it out isn't arriving at a specific destination. Figuring it out is accepting that we can only do our best. If you're trying to find your path, you will love this book. If you need help convincing yourself that you're on the right path, you will love this book. And most importantly, I make myself cry, it's so good. Most importantly, if you're someone who believes in dreaming big and pushing against the status quo, you will love this book. And Dill's just getting started.
Wow.
That's good.
I could give you a big wet kiss right now.
Did
That
you
was
like
fucking
it?
Beautiful.
Amazing forward for a guy who hasn't read the book.
I got the vibe.
I was hoping it was on brand, and yeah, you pretty much.
No,
nailed it.
you hope that it doesn't defame
pretty-
you.
it was
and-
that pretty close?
I couldn't have written anything better myself.
Can we get it on record? There's no defamation within the book about big media company. The
Yeah,
Daily
the
Talk
Daily
Show,
Talk
Josh
Show.
Janssen, myself,
yes,
Mr.
there
97.
is no defamation.
Okay,
about
Okay, great. I'm
big
happy with
media
that
company.
forward. That's great. That was well written. Well done.
Thank you. Did that this morning.
Good job.
Thank you.
You
We're
had a
getting Organised August. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Fucking ticking off things.
Yeah.
So tonight I'm, what am I going to do in regards to the wallet? Plan is going to Doncaster, shopping set Westfield in Doncaster, and I'm going to Milligram and I'm going to get a nice Balroy wallet.
Can you also buy me the book that you want me to write my ideas into?
Yeah. I won't get you a fountain pen because
do
you
not.
wouldn't be able to
No,
fucking write with it.
No, definitely not.
You literally.
I'd snap it.
Yeah. You haven't got even your fucking pen license yet,
Just
let alone
leak.
a fountain pen.
Just leak. Remember Gronks at school that had fucking just pockets that had massive ink stains? Remember that was a real thing?
I feel like Dill would have, I feel like the artist, he would have had
Yeah.
some,
I never.
Never?
I
Yeah,
always had
pocket
mine
protectors?
in a little case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never one of those to put it in my pocket. Now
Yeah.
I do, but
Yeah.
I get it. It's a Daily Talk Show. It's very exciting. Tomorrow, Fixo.
Yeah. Andy
White is on the show, and I'm excited about this one because he started Melbourne Roubaix, which is an epic bike ride in Melbourne, which I'd actually seen a few years ago when I was living in Abbotsford in Melbourne. I'd see all these people dressed up riding along. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then I found out that it's been going for all these years, and we did a video with Quadlock.
He's a guy who's created a movement, and we've made a film about him.
Mm-hmm.
You should see it. Just YouTube.
We'll put
Melbourne
it,
Roubaix. Put it in the show notes.
We'll put it in the show notes.
But if you can't be bothered looking at that, just literally look Melbourne Roubaix Quadlock.
Which is easier. I reckon probably just going in the show notes is easier.
Depends.
But it's great. He's got so many interesting stories from fucking being an alien in New York City, working illegally in New York City.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting stuff there. So that's on tomorrow's show. And then
The
weekend. Very exciting.
I mean, it's
We've
going
got
to
the
be
bleached hair.
a new lease of life for Mr. 97 across this weekend. Blondes have more fun.
Yeah.
Mr. 97.
Yeah, send any emails of encouragement, any final thoughts, and we'll read them out.
If you've done it before, I mean, good stories, bad stories, we it's always good. Bad stories usually add, greater content to the show. So I can send them through.
And then on Sunday, Trev Long joins us, tech expert.
Yeah.
He's always out and about, Gronk, fellow Gronk, and he's we'll be chatting with him as well. He'll be coming from Sydney.
Yeah,
which is exciting.
That's where he lives.
It's
the guy we've never met before, but he's been on the show many times.
Exactly. We've got to ask him about whether we can get fucking Dill up there.
Oh, we still have to. We've still got time. 27 days left.
We got time.
So hopefully,
Sydney is a short flight.
Yeah.
Or a train. The other thing is there's the train.
He's not doing the train. It takes
11 hours.
Oh,
you would do an 11-hour train if that was the difference.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, it's horrible. It's not
I
like
sat for 16 hours on a plane and I almost fucking died.
No, but it's not like the plane seats are
Do you
not
nearly
nice.
died?
Well, yeah, I mean,
He's being hyperbolic.
It's
He actually
extremely
had 7
hyperbolic.
meals, 40 drinks.
Yeah.
And
He also paid for extra leg room. It's a daily talk show. It's a daily talk show. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
See you guys.